Matime ka lapeng re la amohela lenaneo la rona le ratehang la mafumahadi e leng the Ladies Club mona kanaleng ya rona ya bobedi. Nna lebitso la ka ke Lebo Motswedi, and we are most certainly glad that you can join us as we profile the very best of South Africa's women in sport.
My name is Valen Kirtley. It's great to be back with you on your screen here on SABC2. You're welcome to join in the conversation on the Ladies Club. On Twitter, it's so easy, at sports at SABC, at Lebo Motswedi, at Valen Kirtley. Just use our hashtag the Ladies Club, and then of course we're also on Facebook as SABC Sport. Use our hashtag on any social media.
Absolutely. We do have an exciting show today. We're chatting about fearless female referees who have shattered the glass ceiling through sheer determination, and the role of gender is a popular topic in football and media coverage, but often ignored when talking about referees. And this is likely the case because female referees are almost non-existent at the professional level and exceedingly scarce at local level. So while the number of female and male youth athletes is roughly equal, a significant disparity exists in authoritative roles.
Now, despite a shortage of female referees, women have made progress in the world of football in recent years. In 2004, a woman officiated a men's World Cup qualifier, and in June 2011, an all-ladies crew worked on a second division men's pro match in the Czech Republic. We're going to have more about that with today's game changer and our trailblazer.
And looking at the women in spotlight today, Valen, we're looking at the middle distance champion Yvette van Zyl setting a new record of 2 hours 33.43 seconds in the 42-kilometer race at the Old Mutual Soweto Marathon. You were there. You tell us a little bit more about it, in fact.
I mean, wasn't it just incredible? She had her second son, Gideon, just 5 months ago.
I feel like she did that with her first Baba as well. Didn't she come back a little bit stronger?
Yeah, she certainly did come back stronger after she had Louis, her first son, but certainly the comeback after the second son has been something quite remarkable. And just to put this into perspective, Yvette van Zyl has been actually training herself for the last 14 months. She hasn't actually been with a coach. She has been training herself. According to her husband, Alche, who of course is Olympian and now retired after representing South Africa for 17 years straight as a 400-meter hurdler, he says, Valen, she is as hard as this table. She is in fabulous condition and she's training herself.
She'll make a great coach then.
Absolutely. And speaking about our athletes, did you see Gerrit de Steen run a new personal best at the New York Marathon?
Finished 12 in the overall. Gerda was on the show obviously a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and we bid her farewell, and finishing 12th. I'm really proud of her.
You know, our ladies, when it comes to road running, certainly continue to inspire us, and they have been for the past couple of years. Okay, so we always take time here on the Ladies Club to inspire with a wonderful quote, and I love this one. It says, "Never limit yourself because of others' limited imagination." This one is by Mae Jemison.
And Mae Jemison is the first African-American woman to become an astronaut. In '92, she spent more than a week orbiting Earth in a space shuttle endeavor.
Wow. Okay, I mean, I would love to go to space.
I think it's incredible.
You know, but just the fact that you are able to do that and break the glass ceiling of not only gender, but also color is just something that is so wonderful.
She's really incredible because she's gone on to become, to have honorary doctorates in various disciplines. I mean, she's really incredible. Her work still continues today, and the inspiration, that legacy she's left behind, truly, truly remarkable.
You know what I really loved reading her CV was the fact that she's also a dancer. So amongst all of these honorary doctorates and this fantastic mind that she is, she also takes time out to express that other side of her, and that's what I love about women. We're so multifaceted, aren't we?
Absolutely.
We're going to continue speaking about women, celebrating women right here on the Ladies Club when we return from this break. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Please join our conversation on Facebook, on Twitter, with any topic that you'd like us to touch on. It is at Valen Kirtley, at Sport, at SABC, at Lebo Motswedi, and hopolang hore le kana la sebedisa hashtag the Ladies Club.
Now, you mentioned one of our ladies in the spotlight being Yvette van Zyl. The next one is this inspiring story about Banyana star Leandra Smeerde. She is banking on her European experience from Gintra Universitas in the UEFA Champions League to help Banyana clinch a top 3 finish in the Africa Women's Cup of Nations, something that's so important because that means FIFA World Cup qualification.
Absolutely, and she's become only the second South African female footballer after Nompumelelo Nyandeni to feature in Europe's biggest club competition, where when she made her debut against FC Honka and scored against them. South Africa, of course, are in Group B alongside Nigeria, Zambia and Kenya. Looking forward to really exceptional performances from our ladies come the African Women's Champs.
Now, somebody that knows a thing or two about the African Women's Cup of Nations is today's game changer. AKHONA Makalima is the first certified female football referee in South Africa. She was born in Nkulu village in Qamakwe in the Eastern Cape and has had to prove herself in the male-dominated field. She took advantage of an initiative created to get more women involved in football and eventually earned her first refereeing certificate. From there, she simply just kept on soaring and kept on going and shattering glass ceilings. She went on to become the first South African woman to pass FIFA's fitness test for certifying referees, scaling through a series of trials, a month where many men have actually fallen.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome an AKHONA into our Ladies Club studio. Welcome. My goodness, your CV reads like a well-written book, and I'm glad it's reality and it's a true story. Tell me about the journey getting into refereeing as a sport lover, as a football player yourself.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. And so thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
Really, I feel like home. It's good to be home.
Yes.
It's good to be home. So, yeah, I'm here. I started refereeing. Before I started even being a referee, I started playing.
Yes.
Yeah, I was a soccer player before.
Yes.
But when SAFA came up with an opportunity to empower women and also look for women that wants to be referees, that was just an opportunity that I could not miss.
Wow.
Why did you decide to put your passion for football into officiating rather than perhaps following your own career as a player?
You know what? I'm coming from the Eastern Cape, like as you have mentioned. In the Eastern Cape, we don't have a lot of development. And unfortunately for me, I'm coming from a college. I didn't go for university. I was in the college. So when you play for college sport, it is not popular. So you don't really get to be scouted when you play for college sports. And now in the Eastern Cape, we lack a lot of development structures for women football. That is another problem. So when after finishing playing from college, I was like, I'm getting old. I'm finished with school.
Yeah.
What else am I going to do? I'm not going to play for Banyana anymore now because I'm not like 18 or 17 anymore. But now, after that, when SAFA came to us and said, we are looking for women referees, people that want to be referees, I was like, I don't want to be out of sport because I love sport. As long as I can remember, I've been into sport and I love my football. So what else can I do? Let me take refereeing as a career because in refereeing, my career has just started if I'm 21.
Sure, but take us through your very first professional refereeing game within Top Flight.
My goodness.
Yes, your very first. The nerves are in your tummy, everything is bubbling under.
First of all, you stood everything, you just shaking.
And
you
what
just
game
don't
was it?
believe
What
this.
game was it?
It was Tuks.
Yeah.
It was Black Aces against Tuks.
Yeah.
So it was on the 28th of February, which is my mother's birthday.
Oh, wow.
I will never forget that day. So one thing that you need to understand, I've been doing NFD, I've been doing the APC Motsepe League. So now you are in the Premier Soccer League, plus or minus 26 cameras are in the stadium. And there's this woman in the field of play. Who is she? Is she qualified? Each decision that you blow a whistle, people would be like, okay, let's replay.
Yeah.
Is it really a foul?
Yeah.
So really, even the fans was just another thing that would give me frustration. It was like the fans alone, they are singing. I've never had this crowd before. And the TV is also bringing pressure. The fact that I'm a woman was just another pressure. But after the first whistle, I'm like, okay, I belong here.
I can do this.
I can do it. I've been doing it. I've been using the same book. I've been using the same laws in the NFD, and I've been blowing a lot of difficult games in the NFD. Another thing is that NFD, they play and they run more than PSL. So when you get to the PSL, it's like you are more relaxed.
Wow.
But it's the pressure, the pressure of PSL, Premier Soccer League. It's the best league in South Africa. But compared to NFD, they run. They run. They don't knock around like Premier Soccer League.
And then you've also blown in games featuring some of South Africa's biggest teams, Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs. Surely that comes with a different kind of pressure.
And yeah, that is another pressure. You walk out Sundowns, Platinum Stars. You walk out in the field inspection. The stadium is empty.
Yeah.
You walk out for warm up. Okay, it's still okay. People are now coming to the stadium. Whoa, When you come out of the tunnel,
it's a different
yeah, situation. Yeah. The whole stadium is just yellow. People are blowing these things. Boom, a woman. And I remember one of the spectators, ati umfazi ayisadliwa.
Ah.
So I feel like, oh my goodness, I have this pressure. And other people like, no, you belong in the kitchen. She qualified. Before the game, now you need to give your strengths. You need to pull yourself together. You know what? This is about me. This is not only about me. It's about the other women. I'm representing other women around here. If I mess up, they won't get opportunities. If I do this, they will. So you need to pull yourself all the times.
Sure, and I suppose the pressure continues regardless.
Players, you get pressure.
And you get asked, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Why? Why this foul? They know that it's a foul, but why? They don't. Sometimes it's not like they don't know that you know the law. Sometimes they just want to see if you really know what you are doing.
But isn't it strange because you can never go back on a decision? I don't get how they will come up to you because you never say, okay, no, it's not a yellow card. Okay, yellow card. It's never been done. So
do you know that there is something like that?
Yeah.
Sometimes you will feel like once you blow a whistle, you know that is a foul.
Yeah.
Then what is the sanction?
Yeah.
Immediately you need to know that. What kind of sanction is it? So sometimes I once had a situation where I know it was a red card, but on my hand I had a yellow card.
Uh-oh.
But I didn't show the yellow card yet, but the red card was here. Then I know, okay, put it down. This is a red card. So
Sure.
when you do that, you feel like, yeah, you're celebrating because you got the decision right.
Sure.
I mean, I'm getting nervous.
Yeah,
just thinking about
I'm
actually
thinking the same thing.
to actually be able to do that, because you see the kind of aggression that the players have when a referee has a call that is quite unpopular or against a certain, against a certain team. But I want to know from AKHONA, those outsurance outfits. She's a beautiful girl. I wonder how it goes with her skin tone and her skin complexion.
For me, oh my God, I love it. I love bright colors.
Yeah.
I look good in my kit. So
we'll definitely get more from AKHONA in a short while. We're going to take a quick break. Plenty more to discover from South Africa's elite. She is a female referee in top flight football.
Welcome back. You're watching the Ladies Club. Thanks so much for staying with us. Before we continue chatting to our game changer today, AKHONA Makalima, let's zoom in on a lady who has blazed the trail in the sports world, and specifically today we're focusing on refereeing. So today's trailblazer is former PSL referee Deirdre Mitchell. Back in 2007, Deirdre led the way by becoming the first woman to referee a South African Premiership soccer match and the first woman in the world to referee a senior men's league game. She took control of a PSL fixture between Santos and Kaizer Chiefs in her hometown of Port Elizabeth.
Now, pioneers like her paved the way for women referees like Baiste Manka, as well as our game changer, AKHONA Makalima. Deirdre was introduced to the sport by a friend who played for Portville FC, and I just want to find out from our game changer, AKHONA in studio, the impact the likes of Deirdre has had in your choice of a career in refereeing.
Having Deirdre opening all the doors for us, obviously. At first, we didn't know that we would qualify, we would be there, and women would officiate and all of that. And sometimes going back to her and say, Dad, how did you do it? How did you manage to break these doors? Because unfortunately for us, it's not as easy as we think to be out there. But when we have someone like her and ask all those questions that we want, and we are lucky that she is open to ideas. But unfortunately for women, even if you can be good as blowing the whistle, but men will always doubt you. But we know that we have those powerful women like her, but you will always have men being intimidated by you at some point because you are a woman. Even those that want to say, okay, let's empower women. But at some point when you show up, like that, she was very good. When you show up, they're still being intimidated.
I'd love to know your opinion on the video assistant referees, because the VAR caught all the attention at the World Cup in Russia. As a woman that blows the whistle in the middle of the field, what's your take on the video assistant referee?
The video assistant referee has helped the referees quite a number of decisions. For me, I like it because VAR, you need to understand that it's another referee. It's not just a TV. Anything, the referee can, if you see a penalty, they will tell you that I think there's a decision that you need to look at. So when you look at the decision, you still have to make a decision as a referee that, okay, after you've seen it, is this a penalty or it's not a penalty? You still have to make a decision. But it really helped at the World Cup, because sometimes you might be blocked, your view might be blocked, or you might not be at a good angle, but the VAR can see it. If they can see it, it's helping our football, even though people are complaining that it's too slow for our football, but it is helping. We've minimized some mistakes. So for me, I'm happy.
Now, talking about that international global showpiece, you've also refereed in international sporting events, football, but you've also traveled and was part of the global sport mentoring program in the United States. Tell me more about that.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm still goosebumping about it.
Really?
Yes, I still have goosebumps about it, because it was really a very good program. Being surrounded by all women, by all these powerful women in the world, especially in the USA, we know when it comes to sport, USA is just way ahead of us. So it's a program that is in partnership with the University of Tennessee in USA, together with the Sport Diplomacy USA Consulate in Cape Town. So you get nominated. I was nominated by Chris Harrison. So he was like, there is a program like this being done by the University of Tennessee, together with the US Consulate. So if you are interested in this program, they're looking at empowering women through sports, you can apply. So I apply for the program. You get about 200 applications or more, and then you get selected. They look at 40 ladies. You go under interviews. From there, they cut up to 20 women around the world, and then they take 16 from those ladies. You go around being mentored around the USA. It's not only referees, it's all athletes, anyone that is involved in football, athletes, administrators, everyone that is involved in sports. So you go around being mentored, business and sports. How do you take this as a business, marketing, how do you market it? And what is it exactly that you want to do for sports in your country? How do you want to increase women participating in sport in your country? And so you will be now being mentored by powerful executive women around USA. So I was being mentored by Katie Montiel at Gatorade. Others were being mentored at Google, others ESPN and Fox Sports. So you name all those powerful executive women that were mentoring all these ladies. So we were like ladies, 16 from different countries, USA, others were coming from Peru, others were coming from Jerusalem, Vietnam, professors, powerful women in sport that are really changing the world. So now when you go back to South Africa, AKHONA, what is it exactly that you want to do to your country, to your community? Well, what is it exactly that you want to do to give back to your young girls, even if they not become referees, but what can you do to make them participate in sports? So that is basically the program.
It sounds like a life-changing experience. You are one of only 3 ladies from the continent to actually go and be a part of those select 16. Before you say goodbye to sports, or maybe in the next 10 years, what do you want to have achieved?
You know, I have already it's not like a 5-year program, but I'm starting it now. I call it the interrefs. So the interrefs, I know that I'm going to use the experience that I have to bring women and girls to participate in sports. So the interrefs is more like developing, encouraging, and increasing participation of women in sports. So I'm looking at bringing up at least 5 women that I can help those women, encourage those women, equip those women, inspire those young women. If I have those 5, and then I say to them, I'm AKHONA Makalima, I've done this to you. If you want to take a career, if you want to earn a living, you can take refereeing as a career. Those 5, because I know not everyone wants to be a referee. Out of 10 people, there's only going to be 1 woman that wants to be a referee. Everybody wants to play. So if I take those 5 women, give them, encourage them, motivate them, and then after that I say to them, go and bring your own 5. Help me to help you to be the next me. So that is the program that I'm basically running around, that I am AKHONA Makalima. I'm the first woman to do this. And so what? AKHONA has officiated in the Africa Cup of Nations, but so what? So why can't I help the next woman to be the next me? Now you are good in your own space. Probably there's Desiree Ellie, the coach of Banyana. Des, you are a very good coach, but so what? What are you doing about that? Help the next woman to be the next you. You are powerful, you are an anchor, you're doing the, but so what? After you have gone, who else is going to do? Are you going to look back and say, I've planted a seed? So my 10-year plan, it's about helping other women out there to be the next me. And those women, after they have achieved, they must also look back and help other women say, go and be the next me. So if I do that, I will now feel like, you know what, I've achieved.
My goodness, I feel like I can't even ask what else you do besides refereeing, because it's quite evident. You've got the gift of the gap, and you're also on radio. You've got a women's show. Tell me more about that and how that helps uplift the women that you're trying to target.
The name of the show, I called it the Women's Sports Buffet, because we talk about all the sporting codes. So I host the show every Wednesday at Kidneys Radio. That's my show. So the show, basically, it talks about women development. How do we celebrate each other? How do we encourage each other to participate in sport? And how can we use sport as a tool? Do you understand? And also, how do other people use sport as a lifestyle? Because people, they think that for you to participate in sport, you need to be a professional athlete. I don't want people to do that. You cannot be an athlete. You can be a match commissioner if you want. You can be an instructor if you want, or you can just participate in sport, be a doctor. You can also participate in sport and be a lawyer. As long as you know that you're participating in sport for your well-being, it builds your confidence. We know all the benefits of participating in sport. So the show is basically about that.
What is your advice to women that look at sports and are quite intimidated to get involved because it is a male-dominated area?
The only thing I can say to them is that do not allow anyone to tell you what you cannot do. If you believe in yourself, go do it. If you believe that you can be a butterfly, nobody must stop you. You can go and fly. I know that people would say that you don't belong there, and even yourself, sometimes you will feel like, okay, am I making a mistake? Okay, do I really not belong in this thing? But the minute you believe in it and believe in yourself, if you want to do something, nobody must stop you. I know challenges will be there, not only because you are a woman. If men can find the same challenges as I am getting, it means I'm also normal. Go push. Do not feel sorry because you are a woman. Do not feel sorry about yourself. Do not feel apologetic about where you come from. So I know women, sometimes they will want to be treated softly or treated. The world is not about that. You will go out of the world, and the world is not going to be soft with you because you are a woman. Go there, show up, and work hard. And because you are a woman, don't want people to drop their standard because you are a woman. The standard must be high, and you must be there. You must reach there. If they say that for women to participate, to officiate in the Premier Soccer League, they need to run and pass the men's fitness test. If you believe in yourself that I can do it, go do it. Don't expect them to raise the standard. Don't expect people to compromise so that women can qualify. We are women, and women are very powerful. There's nothing we cannot do if we put our mind into it. So women, go out there because you believe, and I know you can. Yeah, I know you can. That's the only thing I can say.
Wow, AKHONA, thank you so much for being part of the show, for inspiring us and for encouraging all our women and our girl child viewers this morning. You've been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lebo. Thank you for having me. The only reason why I am here, it's simple. As long as I can inspire another woman.
Yes.
If only one girl is inspired, then
your job is done.
My job is done. Thank you so much for having me.
Sure.
Our game changer today, the beautiful, the strong-willed, and the inspirational AKHONA Makalima. Thank you so much for being on our show, and thank you for being a part of the show. Remember, until we meet again, that greatness is never given, it's always earned.
Till next week.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.